I am exploring a graveyard of American military equipment on the largest island in the world. It's a collection of abandoned infrastructure that was originally set up during World War II and used during the Cold War. One notable piece is a massive dish that was part of the Cold War defense in the Arctic, allowing the U.S. to detect a Soviet invasion. After the Cold War, the U.S. sold the town and its buildings back to the Greenlandic government for $1 since they no longer needed it. At that time, the Arctic was considered less strategically important. However, things are changing now. There are increasing tensions and discussions about a looming war in the Arctic. News anchors emphasize the potentially far-reaching implications of a military buildup in the Arctic Circle. I find myself at an airport in rural Greenland, realizing the need to introduce a sponsored segment by Storyblocks. I explain how Storyblocks has been a valuable resource for visual assets, including footage, templates, and sound effects, which I've used for years. It allows creators to bring their stories to life and offers unlimited downloads for a single subscription. Returning to the main topic, I describe my journey through Greenland, exploring the vast island, its fjords, and rural communities. I learn about the significance of ice and its complexities, gaining knowledge that many people might lack. The Arctic has historically been a quiet, desolate region due to its frozen nature, but it's now experiencing change. The increased levels of carbon in the atmosphere have caused global warming, affecting the Arctic 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. The melting ice is opening new opportunities for countries to control shipping routes, access oil and gas reserves, exploit minerals, and establish influence in the region. Various nations are vying for control and influence in the Arctic. Canada claims the Northwest Passage as its valuable shipping route. Russia has military bases along its Arctic frontier and claims sovereignty over large portions of the Arctic Ocean, even planting a flag on the ocean floor. The United States is investing heavily in icebreaker ships for Arctic patrols, while China, a non-Arctic nation, collaborates with Russia to gain influence through the Arctic. All these activities highlight the increasing attention and importance of the Arctic. Greenland, strategically located within the Arctic Circle, is gaining significance as the melting ice opens up new trade routes and resources. It has attracted the attention of major powers, which were previously indifferent to the island's frozen landscape. The U.S., recognizing Greenland's potential, convinced its colonizers to establish an airbase there, serving as a key location for traversing their empire and monitoring the Soviets during the Cold War. However, most U.S. military bases were abandoned after the end of the Cold War, except for one that now serves as a base for the Space Force. The effects of global warming and the potential opportunities in the Arctic have shifted the perception of Greenland's importance. It now holds value due to its proximity to emerging shipping lanes, territorial waters with resources, and the possibility of rare earth elements crucial for modern electronics. Greenland caught the attention of global powers, including the United States and China. The U.S., after initially considering buying Greenland, opted for building stronger ties with the country, leading to the opening of a U.S. consulate in the capital city of Nuuk. China, on the other hand, offered to fund the construction of new airports in Greenland, raising concerns in the U.S. about potential Chinese influence. The U.S. government and the Pentagon were alarmed by the potential deal between Greenland and China. They feared that Greenland's indebtedness to China could compromise U.S. interests in the Arctic. China has a history of providing loans to countries to gain future influence. The U.S. recognized the strategic significance of Greenland and was not comfortable with the idea of China having leverage over the island. The situation in Greenland reflects the changing dynamics and growing interest.